Well, good morning and welcome to your Monday morning devotional. I am down in Bidston at Elm Farmhouse with the home of Richard Sexton, which many of us know this place from the family camps that we had in 2021, 22. And I came down here for a little retreat that Richard puts on for just different individuals, and I took the opportunity to come down and enjoy the beautiful weather in this beautiful setting, a place where God's glory is demonstrated and rest really does take place. I want to talk to you this morning about the importance of Jesus increasing in your life. We know that John the Baptist, he came to prepare the way for Christ, for those who are coming to Christ, like you and I. I know that John was baptizing people in the Jordan, and Jesus came to fulfill prophecy, and we know that he was water baptized in the Father, and the Trinity was on display at that moment. But in John 3, we read about John the Baptist exalting Christ. And I just love the fact that John came with a ministry and a mission from God as the last prophetic voice before Christ, preparing the way. And when Jesus basically kind of took over, if you will, the ministry of baptism, there was some discrepancies and some discussions going on amongst John's disciples and the Jews about Jesus. And they come to him and say, you know, this person that came, he's now baptizing people. And what I love about John is he said something very important. He said, a person cannot receive even one thing unless it is given to him from heaven. You yourselves bear me witness that I said I am not the Christ, but I have been sent before him. And I just want to, just in that statement, because later on he says that in verse 30 of chapter 3, he says, he must increase and I must decrease. And you know, there are times in our lives where God sets us on a mission or into a ministry, and we are serving him faithfully. We're seeing great things. We're reaching people with his love. And then there comes a moment where Jesus takes over the ministry in a person's life. And there are times where we can easily forget that we are John the Baptist and not Jesus. And I know I've had experiences in my own life where there are those that God sent into my life for a specific purpose, but misplaced the understanding of who they are in the mission of God. And you may have encountered that as well, and you may have been hurt or damaged by those that kind of miss the whole concept that they decrease and Christ increase in various areas. So for all of us here at Kingdom Life, you know, there's a certain journey that I can take you on, and then I hand you over to the Lord. I have a friend, one of my first disciples here in the UK. His name was David. And just amazing story how he came to faith, and I became his neighbor just after he got saved, and didn't even know that we were going to be neighbors. And I spent a year or two with him, discipling him and encouraging him to build his life upon Christ. And there came a moment where I knew it was time for me to decrease so that Jesus could increase in his life. Because if not, then I would struggle with knowing, is Jesus really in his life? Because I'm no longer in control, actually. Are we ever really in control? Let Jesus increase and let you decrease, and see what He can do with what He's placed in your hands through people, through work, with your children, with your finances, with your health. Let Jesus increase. God bless.